Buenos días, amigos y amigas. Bienvenidos and fuck yourself. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope everybody's doing great today. That was a little slip up right there. Anyways, let's get on with a specific episode today that I covered already as well, but this one actually shows just how down bad George is to not face his trauma. Like, so down bad that he's willing to pretend to be a good dad to Carmen because he is scared to possibly relive his childhood. And I know for a fact that you guys know this episode, Sabes, Quake.
Did you fix it?
If I tell you I fixed it, I fixed it.
But before we get on with the episode, let me just thank you guys one more time. Seriously, the support is amazing. I know you guys love these videos, and that's why I'm gonna continue to drop them for you guys. If there is an episode that you guys want me to cover specifically, let me know down below. Enough of the yap, let's get on with the video.
Okay, let's see.
So the episode starts off pretty normal. The whole family is in the kitchen. Now, all of a sudden, an earthquake hits and everything is flipped upside down. So you already know as an earthquake happens, everybody's panicking, rushing to get to safety. And of course, Max has the best plan to stay safe.
Everybody outside, go.
No, I think we're supposed to stay in the doorway in case there's an aftershock.
No, we should get under the table.
You're supposed to make yourself look bigger.
That's for a bear. Come on, outside, go.
I'm bigger! I'm bigger!
Of course, the only one that's not scared of this is Benny, because Benny has already been through enough earthquakes, according to George.
Mom, get out here.
You big babies, it was just an aftershock.
But of course, they still have to add a little gag here, and honestly, it's hilarious how Benny ends up running out of the house.
Hell.
What's with the plates? Come on, God, quit teasing me. Tip over the fridge.
Unfortunately, Carmen has to go through it by herself because she is up in her room when everything is going down. And George, in an act of valor and courageousness, legitimately runs up to save his daughter. And dude, at the end of the day, you gotta give George props because we all know he's freaking scared, but he is thinking of keeping Carmen safe. And I will give him to him there. I will. Now, unlike George, Carmen's fear is legit justified because a tree fell on her bed, and had she been on there, she probably would have gotten really hurt or even worse.
Oh my God, I'm bleeding.
It's just a small cut. No, she needs a bandage and some antibiotic cream.
Hey, George, can you get some Band-Aids from the house?
Yeah, sure.
Now, it's because of this that she feels now her room is not safe, and it just made a crazy chaotic experience into something personal and terrifying for her. And basically, this is like the main point that the episode emphasizes. She has a reason to be scared. She's not just being over dramatic. She's not overreacting. Like, she literally could have died in there.
Mom! Mommy!
Now, unfortunately, on the other side, for George, this opens up yet another wound that he had to endure when he was young. And dude, I'll be honest with you, this show covers a lot of trauma or makes light of it just by simply adding George's big head onto a little kid's body. Because I visualize this scene with a little kid, a legit little kid, and how he would probably be screaming, and Benny being so cold. This would be a different story, but it's because George's big head is on the body that you forget how serious the situation actually is.
Yeah, I just remembered we're all out of Band-Aids.
Now, George thought that it was just another one of his special uncles that Benny brings over, but even though that whole situation is covered by a joke, it actually represents George's unstable and scary childhood.
I believe I almost died. That tree fell right on my bed.
Now how will boys sneak into your room?
Now, because George is actually afraid to go back in the house, they end up hiring a contractor inspector so that he can actually take a look at the house and see if it is safe for them to go back inside. Now, they do this specifically because Carmen is feeling unsafe. She doesn't want to go back in. She's scared of any, aftershocks, any more earthquakes happening.
No, Angie, I don't think we should go in the house until we know it's safe.
How are we gonna know if it's safe?
I'll get an inspector to come out here. I don't care how long it takes.
Now, this is the part where I feel George is extremely selfish because he claims that he is looking out for Carmen, that he knows how to parent too.
Okay, all finished. Oh, the house is fine. You got some slight roof damage, but you can move back in whenever you like.
When in reality, he is out there because he does not want to relive his traumas.
Okay, everybody, grab your stuff. Let's go back in the house.
We don't even know if it's safe yet. So then you go back inside, there's an aftershock, the house collapses. You want to sue the city, but you can't because you're too busy learning to eat with your feet.
He's basically just using Carmen as an excuse to stay outside.
You're still scared. I'll sleep outside with you tonight. I can parent too. I've been watching you.
And so because of this, they basically set up outside in the backyard with a tent. They end up basically just camping out, all in the name of fear. Or parenting, at least for George.
If you two are more comfortable sleeping out here tonight, then go ahead. But come on in and get some blankets.
And you go inside and get me some blankets.
Why can't you do it?
Don't worry about why I can't do it, just do it.
Now, see, both of them are dealing with fear, at least, but they're both dealing with it way differently.
If you're worried about Carmen, I'll stay out here and help her, and you can go in.
No. You can't go inside. Just can't.
All right, don't worry about it.
Benny still deals with it as Benny would, sarcasm and humor. And it's until George realizes that it is starting to affect his family that he decides to have a conversation with Benny about what had happened when he was younger.
George, you in here? Why are you crying?
Everything was shaky. And then the lights went out.
And Benny absolutely demolishes him with this line.
What about that earthquake, Mom, when I was 6?
There are incest victims with less repressed memories than you.
Of course, once George realizes that Benny could not be there for him and that sometimes bad things just happen because they do,
Hug you and kiss you and tell you that everything would be okay. Everything won't be okay. Lots of really nice people die for no good reason, and there's not a damn thing you can do about it.
he realizes that he is not helping out Carmen. George basically realizes that fear can still make you act irrational even though it's already come and gone.
You know, because of you, I can't even go in my own house. I'm using my daughter as an excuse to live in the backyard.
And so after this conversation that he has with Benny, he ends up realizing that he has been carrying this fear and this pain for years, but now it's time to actually face it.
Look, you're gonna have to go inside the house eventually. You're not gonna die. Carmen, you have to face your fears or they're gonna stay with you. Next thing you know, you'll be a grown man taking a horse bath in the Chang's koi pond.
Once he realizes this, he also puts Carmen into those same shoes because he knows that Carmen is possibly going to be dealing with that same issue if she doesn't deal with it right then and there.
Okay, you can do it, all right? It's not a race.
And this is one of those rare moments where George does connect with Carmen, but you know that it's still because he is scared himself. He wouldn't just do that just because.
See, Angie, Carmen's facing her fears. I think we should drink a toast to her. Give me the tequila.
And it sucks that I feel that way because as a dad, wouldn't you want to make sure your daughter's okay? So they end up making a big move together and go back into the house to face their fears. George, obviously being extremely paralyzed by fear, makes one joke. Of course, when Carmen tells him if she should face her fears by going upstairs, George immediately goes back to dismissing her feelings.
Dad, should I go upstairs up to my room and face the source of my fears?
Yeah, go source your face, whatever.
And I get that the dude is probably terrified, but like, this is why I feel he didn't even care about what she was going through. And see, at its core, Sabes Quake is about how a disaster can reopen all wounds.
Oh, I'm so proud of you.
I'm sorry, it was all my fault. I wasn't there to hug him every time Waffles popped up.
See, the whole camping out outside because they refuse to go back inside due to safety fears is kind of funny, honestly, but it really shows just what kind of repressed memories and trauma George deals with and how basically he either has to face it or literally let his daughter fall into the same pattern that he did. Honestly, a good watch. If you guys are interested in watching this, I suggest go check it out because there are very little episodes that I recommend, but I think this is definitely one of them. But that is it for me, guys. If you guys enjoyed the video, let me know down below. Hit the like. If you guys are new, remember to subscribe. As always, if there's an episode that you guys want me to cover specifically, let me know down below. I hope you guys all have a good day today. Thank you for the support. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.
Mom, when the house started shaking, I thought it was because you brought home another special uncle.